It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 16. Again, it's Lawrence.
He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They go play action with Lawrence. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. ETN up the middle to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
You'll give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Forced out to his left.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Jags have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In motion goes the tight end. Slot man moves right. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our... outcome.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sanders again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run with Etienne. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with Etienne. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Jaguars are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George, coming in strong like tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this, a party wanna come inside. Bring mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down.